everybody, Febrian here. Before I get into today's video, I ask that if you do enjoy the video that you please like the video. And if you end up liking the video and want to see more from me, I ask that you please subscribe to our channel. And if you want to find out more about when I'm uploading and be a part of our amazing community, I do have a Discord. The link will be in the description. Alright, so what we're going to be getting into today is we're going to be looking at the videos that came out for all the Star Path. I know I'm a little behind on that. I didn't feel like uploading yesterday, and I was having trouble getting myself to do it today. So let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and not have the sound on, but I'm going to play it through, and then we're going to go back and look over everything. I will just make a few comments here and there, but otherwise I'm gonna just let it play. I really like the the area being in the day. I think they have good models going. Okay. I think it's pottery, okay. I like how they put that in. I like the new dress. We'll be looking over everything, don't worry, I'm just letting it play out. This is where I'm gonna be pausing when I'm rewatching. I think it looks good, but I have comments. I have good and bad. I will, like I said, I'm letting it play through. And this I think is cool. I mean, looks nice. It's an interesting one. I'm curious what more they will collab with. This is a cool change, I like that. These two new items already look good. We already have the mushrooms though. Unless they're new mushrooms. This will be really nice for the Switch players. I know I've seen a lot of people complaining about this one. Being able to move the camera. This I think is cool that you're able to track a recipe now. Because there are times where I'm like, what did I need? Okay. And then next week. Alright, so let me go ahead and just rewind here. I'm going to turn off the closed captioning. So I think it looks really good during the day. I'm excited to be able to explore here, and I'm expecting quite a few people will end up taking their dream snaps here now that it's going to be in the daylight. And now we finally know what those bugs on the leaves are going to be for, not just decoration. I think Timon and Pumbaa look pretty good, and I like this shot. I actually almost used this for my thumbnail. And I bet we're gonna get that tent as an item, like a craftable or something, or a friendship reward. I do like the new outfit. I think it's cool. I have a feeling it's gonna be used in quite a few, like, furniture challenges in particular. I'm hoping Timon and Pumbaa do not get too annoying voice-wise. Otherwise, I think they look like they'll be fun. Pottery. I think this will be interesting. I like the new little item. I hope we get to keep it. That would be kind of cool for some arts and craft dream snaps. But I do like this one part here. I will turn on the captions. Don't worry, clay requirements are minimal. That one, I was like, okay, they've heard us. They know we're upset. And I love the female version of this. I feel like it's gonna be used way more in Dream Snaps, especially with the Tinkerbell wings. and that they have what I assume are separate shoes from the looks of it, unlike the male one. The male one looks like all one piece. The female one looks like you get the dress and the shoes, unless it's like a big one-piece outfit. Which, it could be, you never know. And now we get into the star path. I am quite conflicted on this. I have participated in every star path that has existed in the game, so I am excited to get new content, but I also understand that a lot of new players have been are quite upset right now because they never got to have their part in a Halloween star path. But in my mind, the thing that's kind of weighing me over on more of this is a good thing is we have had 2 Halloween star paths, and now everything that's in the premium shop everything that's been in the star path is going to be in the premium shop. So with that being said, I think players are going to be able to buy what they want from it and not have to worry. The only bad thing is, if anyone is like me, there's no way of getting the motifs from the star path anymore, which I think is kind of a fair trade, but at the same time, there were some pretty good motifs in those first few star paths that now no one's going to have access to anymore. Ever. And I think that's definitely interesting because I think people would get more upset if they released decals as a premium shop item, even if it meant getting decals they've never had before from old star paths. I think people would get too upset by that. This community, I love it, but it can be a little picky sometimes. And in my opinion, I think overall this is going to be a good thing, and I want to look over this and tell you why I think it's going to be a good thing. So, after the last star path we got, which in my opinion was one of the better star paths we've had ever, I am so excited to be able to actually have new looking content. The amount of times we have wanted to be able to go goth in Dreamlight Valley, and you're restricted to either being a villain or Night Thorns. And so this kind of gives you a chance to be a little bit of both. I really like the shoes, and I think I'm going to use those quite a bit regardless. And I'm hopeful that this is like a jacket and skirt separate, but I have a feeling it's going to be a combo. I was trying to take a look at the shirt. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's all one outfit. And I feel like the hair, maybe for a dream snap, that's it. The guy's outfit, I do actually like the hair on that one better. It kind of gives me anime guy vibes. But I'm not super crazy about the outfit, but I understand the reference they were going for. And I do like the pose the female takes here. I know this probably isn't a new pose, but I don't remember this even from past star paths that they've done, or like little previews that they've done. And then right here, so I think this right here is what sold me on the fact that I think this is actually going to be a really good star path. I personally, and I know a lot of other people, when we recently had the dance club, or like it wasn't dance club, but the dance dream snap, I know a lot of people were struggling to try to find some creative colors to use that weren't the stereotypical blue glow, pink glow for a nightclub vibe. And so I think this is great. I wish we would have had this for this dream snap. I think they should have waited and given this after, but I'm sure they're gonna have a a dream snap that fits the vibe of this way more. And I'm trying to figure out how many items we actually have here. I think the lights here are separate, which is really good. Those are going to be used a lot in Dream Snaps. And I think the stage is its own item. And I think every item on the stage is its own item, since they show everyone placing it. But I'm trying to figure out, I think this is all one piece. I think everything, you have to have the billboard and everything, unfortunately. I think the billboard is a part of it, and I don't know if we can change that, which might be frustrating in the future. I would hope that we could have just got the stage. I'm hoping I'm wrong by that. I'm trying to look at this, and I can't tell if the stage is on if the background is on the stage or if it's behind the stage. I'm hopeful that the stage is its own separate item. And I mean, this little fire item is definitely going to be used somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we're going to be using it. I just don't know where yet. And then this here, I definitely think is interesting. I think my favorite of the two has to be the Maleficent one. I feel like it has a lot more attention to detail in it than the Sorcerer Mickey one. And I like that it glows in the dark. But this now gives me some interesting thoughts. Are we going to be having other collabs with other Disney franchises? Like, could you imagine if we got like Munchlings in the game? I don't know if you guys know what those are, but they're these really cute plushes. I see them all the time in Walmart, and I've passed up on them, but could you imagine like Munchling plushes for your couch or something? It would be so cute. I think this looks really good. I'm sad they didn't make the Sorcerer Mickey glow or anything, but we'll definitely be seeing these in some Dream Snaps in the future, and I do think this is going to be really cool. I think this is going to be a code, since they purposefully pointed out at one point, stay tuned to see how you get this item. I'm either going to assume it's from a code they're going to release, or that they're going to have like a free little event for Halloween, like very little, on like their social media platforms. They do that sometimes, like the April Fool's joke one. I forget what that event is called. Could be something to that effect. And I think the new improvements here, most of them are really good. I'm excited. I think this will be nice. I'm curious which items, because it looks like it's mainly going to be the ones that appear in those first 4 squares by you, which means you could get quite a few of those 4x4 items, but none of the big ones, which I think is nice because it will then save up more space for those big items. And of these, they talk about new items, but 2 out of 3 of these are new. We do have these mushrooms, unless these are a different type of those same mushrooms. I don't quite recognize this window. I do recognize this, of course, from Ratatouille, and I'm excited to get my hands on this eventually. I currently only have like 3 items that I don't have in the entire game, so it'll be fun to have some new items in the roster, even if they don't show us everything. And I know a lot of controller players have been complaining about this, and so I am very happy for them to be able to have the ability to fix the controls to their preference. For those who may not know, if you are on Switch, your controller would kind of center your cursor so it would follow you wherever you went. And I watched a couple people play on Switch with that touch. It honestly kind of nauseated me a little bit, watching the whole screen move with the mouse and everything. And then this is going to be really cool, especially once we start getting the new DLC and we're having to craft stuff all the time. Being able to be like, okay, boom. Or for those who need to catch up on their star paths. And then boom, October 9th. So for the most part, this is everything in this one, but I'm gonna take a quick second to go over another one that was released only on the Nintendo website so far. Give me just a sec. Okay, so for this one, it's gonna be from the Nintendo website. They made a video called, let me see, No Tricks, All Treats. And basically they show a quick compilation of every game that has a Halloween theme or update coming up. And so I paused it here on Disney Speedstorm because they pretty much jump through several of their games, but they do touch on Dreamlight Valley, but it's very, very short. So there's nothing too much of note here, saying that we don't get too much new for Halloween, but they have revealed one thing that I know I and several other people are at least glad to see something new. We are going to be getting what looks like this new little jack-o'-lantern for Mickey with like candy inside of it, and I definitely think it looks really cool, and I'm sure it's going to be used in quite a few Dream Snaps, especially from behind to create that like Mickey illusion and everything. I'm excited to see it, but I'm curious how we're going to get it, if it's going to be like a new event thing we have to do, since we already have the old Halloween not Star Path, but events that already exist in the game. So I'm excited to see what they do about it and how we're gonna be able to get this today. But this trailer is just very short. It just shows like a Halloween decorated plaza, and then you give out a bunch of candy to the villagers, which is how you get all the candy and all the pumpkins. Anyway, this has been a really fun one, and I think this is going to be a really good update. I'm definitely excited to see where all of this is going. I cannot personally wait until next week. Can you believe it? Next week. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a great night.